Hinduism, it is not a religion. It's a way of life. We have all heard this. Maybe we've even said it ourselves. But have we ever paused to ask, what does it actually mean? Where does it come from? And what makes it still so relevant even today? That's exactly what we are here to explore. What we call Hinduism today was originally known as Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan meaning eternal, beyond time. No beginning, no end. And Dharma? Well, that's where things get interesting. There's no equivalent English word for it. Dharma is not religion. Religion means a set of beliefs or faith system. Dharma is deeper. It refers to the universal laws that govern everything. Physical laws, moral laws, spiritual laws, psychological laws. It's like the operating system of the cosmos. Now let's talk science for a moment. Science is amazing. We observe the world, collect data, test ideas, and boom! Discoveries and inventions. Electricity, vaccines, satellites, smartphones. Science has changed the way we live, no doubt. But even with all our progress, do we really understand everything? Why are no two human beings born equal? Where did we come from? What is the purpose of our existence? That's where Dharma comes in. Dharma isn't a belief system. It's about how reality actually works across all levels of existence. Think of it as super science and our rishis as super scientists. Ancient rishis spent lifetimes meditating. They weren't just being spiritual. They were being scientific in a different way. Deep meditation. They were tuning in to something beyond the senses. And what they accessed was not imagination. It was not guesswork. It was the truth. Timeless truths. Not man-made ideas, but fundamental realities. Truths about life, existence, consciousness, the universe itself. They discovered them. Just like gravity was always there, waiting for somebody to notice it, these truths are timeless, eternal. The collection of these eternal truths, that's what we call the Vedas. That is what forms the foundation of Hindu Dharma. Here's something really important to understand. Sanatan Dharma isn't tied to any one prophet. There's no single founder, no messiah, no fixed doctrine or one true script. It's not confined to one name, one form, or even one path. And that's what makes it so remarkable. So now that we have some idea of what Dharma really is, the next big question is, why should we follow it? Well, think of a train. Why does a train run on tracks? Because that's what keeps it moving in the right direction. Safely, efficiently, with purpose. Now imagine a train jumping off its tracks. What happens? It derails. There's chaos, damage. The same thing happens when we step away from Dharma. When we go against the natural order, the universe responds. Sometimes subtly, sometimes in big ways. Through environmental disasters, societal breakdowns, even inner turmoil. It's the universe telling us, you've gone off track. Now, how do we actually live a dharmic life? To live in alignment with Dharma, we need more than just inspiration. We need guidance. And that's where the genius of our tradition comes in. Deep knowledge of the Vedas, which can be vast and abstract, was beautifully brought down to the level of everyday life through the Puranas, the Ramayana, and the Mahabharata. These aren't just epics or stories. They're instruction manuals for life. They teach us how to relate to others as a son, a friend, a leader. They even go into incredible detail, such as when to wake up, how to focus the mind during the day, what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat. The principles of marriage, family, and duty. Some of these are generic, meant for everyone. Others are customized. The dharma of a warrior is different from that of a monk. The dharma of a ruler isn't the same as that of a household or a farmer. It is diverse and inclusive, not discriminating. Above all, it's about helping us understand the real purpose of life. Where did this creation come from? Who or what is behind it? And how are we all connected? These aren't questions with one-line answers. They're meant to be explored personally, through practice. That's where sadhana comes in. Why didn't most of us grow up learning this, even in Hindu households? To answer that, we have to look back at history. During colonial rule, those who came to control or convert India were often far from qualified to understand its spiritual depth. They didn't see sages or seekers, tribes of idol worshippers, primitive rituals, confusing myths. And they used that distorted lens to discredit Hindu Dharma, to break our confidence, to justify conversion. Sadly, that colonial narrative didn't vanish after independence. It crept into our textbooks, our institutions, even our own minds. So generations of Hindus grew up cut off from the wisdom of their own tradition, knowing only fragments, or worse, feeling ashamed of it. But here's the miracle. Sanatan Dharma survived. Despite centuries of distortion and suppression, it lives on. In stories, in temples, in festivals, in customs and traditions. And today, more and more people are waking up, asking questions, seeking the truth, and rediscovering the profound depth of this path. So yes, we're talking about it now, because now is the time to remember, to reclaim, to reconnect. Because this isn't just about looking back, it's about what we carry forward. And maybe, just maybe, we can pass on something deeper, something richer, something truer to the next generation than what many of us ever received.